I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is Ilya Somin, law professor at George Mason University. Professor Somin, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Professor Somin, I'm grateful for you coming on because you have joined me a few times in the past couple of months to talk about the lawsuit that you and the Liberty Justice Center filed against President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs. And this just celebrated another legal win, this time in an appeals court. In a 7-4 ruling, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit said that President Trump overstepped his presidential authority by invoking the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose tariffs. So to start off the conversation, what's your reaction to the ruling?
Well, of course, we're very happy that the court ruled the way it did and recognized that this was an illegal usurpation of congressional power and not something that the president can do on his own. The Constitution gives the power to impose tariffs and other taxes to Congress, not to the president. And I think the court rightly concluded here that he simply can't impose these massive tariffs without far more in the way of clear congressional authorization.
I want to talk about what exactly that ruling said, because the ruling said imposing tariff policy is, quote, vested exclusively in the legislative branch and a, quote, core congressional power. The dissenting judges, however, wrote this, quote, IEPA's authorization of presidential action in this realm is not an unconstitutional delegation of legislative authority under the Supreme Court's decisions, which have upheld broad grants of authority, including tariffing authority in this foreign affairs related area. What do you make of what the dissenting judges wrote? Because this was a 7-4 ruling.
Yeah, so obviously it's no surprise that I might disagree with some things that the dissenting judges wrote, but basically it comes down to this, that under the president's interpretation of this law, he would have virtually unlimited power to impose any tariffs he wants at any time, for any reason, in any amount, for as long as he wants. And if anything is an unconstitutional delegation of legislative power to Congress, then it's something like this, a virtually unlimited delegation of what the majority rightly said is a core congressional power. Moreover, this is a law that doesn't even mention the word tariffs or a synonym like imposts or duties. It just says that under this law, there is sometimes a power to quote unquote regulate certain kinds of international transactions. As the majority explains, regulation and taxation are two distinct powers historically, and we cannot assume that the word regulate, impose includes a power to tax, and certainly not one that is on this gigantic scale where you would have the highest tariffs since those that helped deepen and cause the Great Depression.